Hey guys, it's been a really long time since I've done a video. Welcome back to my channel. Today I just really wanted to do this review and just my thoughts on the latest BTS single, which is Black Swan. And yes, I am ARMY right now, so I really love BTS. Anyway, I was super excited when Black Swan came out, and I obviously already watched the music video and listened to the audio version on Spotify. So this is not exactly a reaction video, but I just, wanted to talk about like what I thought about the song and the video. So I actually watched the music video first. Well, it's not really a music video, it's an art film. And for the video itself, BTS has done kind of like a special version of the song where the music and sounds a bit more classic, but it works really well for the contemporary dance piece that was done by Emin Dance Company. So when I first watched the video, I was actually really surprised because I knew it was going to be an art film, but I also didn't expect the music to sound like that. First of all, I was really impressed with how the video was put together. The dance was amazing. The dances were just incredible, and the way that they kind of put their vision to the song was also just really, it was actually very easy to understand. It was very relatable, and it worked really well with the lyrics as well. In terms of the music itself, I felt like it was really interesting because of all like kind of the more orchestra like background music combined with BTS's voices, their rap, and even the little bit of like kind of trap elements in the song, despite not having like very heavy beats in the background. I thought it just worked really well, and I found it really powerful and very moving as well when watching the video. And I am so happy that BTS has decided to do this instead of releasing kind of like a standard music video with them dancing in the video. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love BTS music videos. I love them. I think they're amazing on their own, but I also really appreciate their efforts to actually try and promote all forms of art, be it contemporary dance or actual like artwork or music. And I think obviously this is part of their Connect project, but I really feel like through videos like these, a lot of people, or maybe like younger fans or older fans even, who may not have been exposed to this type of art or music or dance or film, can actually have the opportunity to get to know these types of art. And I think that is so wonderful, because personally, as someone who really loves dance and art and music and film, and being kind of in the creative industry myself, I often feel that it's so hard sometimes to spread awareness about art, even though there are lots of people doing it, there are lots of groups doing it. But I think like a lot of times it only appeals to the people who are already in the industry, or already have kind of like an interest in these areas, or just maybe grew up in this kind of background or studied it. So I think that like to be able to reach a wide audience, like just out of the blue, I think it's so amazing. And I've read a lot of comments from like Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and a lot of like ARMY are saying that like wow, like I am I don't know, maybe I'm like 15 or I'm 50, and you know, like, I actually have not seen things like this before, and it's very unexpected. The music also sounds very different, it's very unusual, but I think, like, combined together, I really actually enjoyed this, and I realized that maybe I do enjoy things like this, and maybe I would explore more of dance related things in the future, you know. And I think that that is just so wonderful, and you know, to actually create this opportunity, you know, to expose people to fans, obviously, but you know, I hope that through their influence, gradually they would be able to do, you know, just a lot more kind of like meaningful projects like this. Obviously, you know, I am extremely happy for them, you know, to be staying, you know, in kind of the K-pop or Korean music community and staying true to their roots. But I think, like, you know, as an artist, as a musician, it's always great if you're able to kind of, you know, step out of your comfort zone, expand yourself, you know, musically, artistically, and, you know, really try and share the wonderful things about what you're working in, you know. So for example, you know, I work in the design industry, and a lot of times, like, we do kind of like design work, or we do exhibitions, and you know, you kind of hope that people will appreciate your work, or be, you know, get a better understanding of what, you know, design is all about. But a lot of times it only manages to reach, you know, just the same group of people, the people who are in the industry, or you know, and people who do not really get exposed to it might feel like, oh, like, it's probably too hard for them to understand, or they might not be interested and would not even give a chance to themselves to come to our exhibitions and things like that. So I think that, you know, BTS is really doing such a great job, because they're actually using, you know, themselves as a platform. They're using their music to connect to other areas of art, you know, and I just think it's such a wonderful project. Sorry, I'm rambling, but anyway, that was basically my whole, you know, thought on Black Swan, the art film mainly. And you know, the cinematography was great, the dancing was amazing, but I also really liked the lyrics of the song. It's very brave for them to actually write about things like this, you know, because I think, like, sometimes we live in a bubble, but we also have to be realistic about life, you know, and you know, nothing lasts forever, no matter how much we want them to. But we should also, you know, be brave and face things bravely, and do our best in the limited amount of time that we have, so that we don't regret it, you know, when we're older, or when we no longer can do what we want to do. And I think that is also part of their message, you know, to embrace what you have, to embrace your passions, to go all out, to believe in yourself and do what you want to do, and do it wholeheartedly. And so that when the time comes for you to eventually stop doing that, or you know, to retire, whatever the cutoff point may be, you would have been very proud of yourself, and you would have had a fulfilling time doing what you enjoyed. So I really, you know, resonate with that message, and I think it's it's kind of like, it's not like a happy, cheerful song, obviously, but it's not a sad song either. I think it's very realistic in a way, but I really appreciate that about the song and the lyrics. You know, I really do appreciate and enjoy, you know, how they made the effort to, yeah, just make the song, you know, kind of like a real team effort. I really like that the rap line has actually, you know, a lot more kind of like vocal lines actually, which is very interesting, whereas the vocal lines kind of become almost like a little choir in the background and sing really powerfully and strongly, but as a unit. So overall, I'm really impressed with the song. I really love it. I love the video. I cannot emphasize that enough. All right, I hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you in the next video soon. Bye.